Remember my mobile game that I made in the last video? Well, it's dead. But nothing to worry about, as I am a totally professional game developer and can easily fix this. The first step is to see why the game died, and there can be two main reasons. Either one, there is no replayability, or two, the main idea is just bad. So I got my phone and played the game for 5 minutes, and after I put the phone down, I knew exactly what the problem is. The game has both of the things I mentioned before, because there is no replay value and it's literally the same game when you're playing it again and again. So, it's time for an update. Currently the game lacks enemies because there is only one, the red circle, which is pretty basic because it just moves linearly to you. So I opened the project up in Unity and got to work. And after using 100% of my brain power, I came up with two enemies. The triangle that moves like the red circle but is faster, and an octagon that moves differently and is pretty hard to hit. But this isn't enough for a full update, so I remade the main menu and added a pause menu that you can activate by touching the screen with 2 fingers. If you looked close enough, you probably saw a shop menu. I added it because usually a player will play for longer to unlock every item or just to see how it works. But currently it is pretty empty, so it's time to make some items for it. Yup. Okay, that montage kind of sucked, but before I tell you what I added in the shop, imagine that you actually go outside and enter a shop. After getting your things, usually you pay for them with something called currency. And my game doesn't have this, so I added a score system that gives you an amount of score depending on the type of speed of the enemy every time you tap on them. Okay, now the shop. When you open it, you can see 4 colors that you can choose from for your square and 2 skins that function the same. On the next page, you will find 4 power-ups. You can activate them by clicking on your square 2 times. The first one is called Time Slowdown, which slows down time for a bit. The second one is called Health Boost and gives you 50 health. The third one is a shield that just gives you a shield that enemies can pass through. And the last one is called Shockwave. When you activate it, it generates a deadly laser of death. Yeah. And obliterates everything. While I was working on these power-ups, I added some particles to the enemies so they don't just disappear, and so I can make them blend in better with the environment. I still have 2 spots in the shop that are empty, so I had made 2 miscellaneous things. One skips you to the hard difficulty, so you don't have to play through the boring ones, and the other one gives you more score depending on the score you already got in a round. And because this is a mobile game and I am on the road to the $1 gazillion, I added a button on the game over screen to continue the game by watching an ad. And don't worry, you can watch ads only if you want. I'm not going to put ads in between games. But the game still feels empty. Because I publish my game on Google Play, I can add Google Play games, which adds achievements and leaderboards to my game. And after the initial setup, which was pretty easy, I had to make the leaderboard and the achievements, which are pretty basic in my opinion. But the hardest part was connecting the accounts in the game, and I worked on this problem for weeks and thought that Google was to blame. But after reading the code one more time, I saw that I was an idiot and wrote some really stupid code, but in the end the achievements and leaderboards worked pretty well. Yeah, so this is the update. You can download it from Google Play, and going forward I don't think I will update the game anymore. The only thing I may change is the prices in the shop, but only if I see any of you in my attic with torches and forks. So play my game and see you next time.